Hi, it's Lauren Lockman. I'm coming to you from the Tanglewood Wellness Center in Costa Rica. I am sitting here with Bethany, who will be leaving us tomorrow after spending 5 weeks with us. How are you, Bethany?
I'm doing really well. I'm a lot better than when I came.
Yeah? Terrific. So, tell us about how you were when you came.
I had constant brain fog and I couldn't concentrate on anything. My memory was abysmal. I had no energy. I had joint pain. If any illness was going around, I was the first to catch it, and I was affected more than anyone else.
This sounds a lot like Lyme disease.
I probably had Lyme disease because I had all the symptoms and the bite mark.
Yeah, got it. So you had Lyme disease, and that was about 2 years.
Yeah.
And why did you decide to fast? I mean, going 25 days without food, isn't that crazy or harmful or dangerous?
Yeah, see, I really wanted to starve myself.
There you go.
Yeah. No, I believe what Lauren says, which is that when you give your body the chance, your body is going to heal itself.
Okay.
And I believe fasting is the most powerful mode of healing.
Now, many people say that you can simply heal by improving your diet.
Yeah.
Did you try that?
I did improve my diet. I was predominantly raw vegan, with long stretches of being just raw vegan. And it helped me, but it didn't give me complete healing. It didn't reverse the Lyme disease and heal me from it.
You know, and it's interesting because I think a lot of people miss the point that the food never heals us.
Yeah.
When you improve your diet, you may get better, but it's not because the food's healing you. It's simply because your body now has more energy to cleanse and heal.
Yeah.
But when you're fasting and resting completely and not eating, then it's crazy. So how much difference did you see from 2 years, mostly raw vegan, to 5 weeks fasting? 25 days, just under 4 weeks, 3.5 weeks fasting.
Yeah, honestly, it's not worth spending years trying to slowly get better when you can get better this quickly, is my feeling for myself. Because I've had so much healing, more so than 2 years of good diet.
So let's talk a little bit about some of the specific things that you've seen happen over these last 5 weeks.
Yes, okay. So I had a lot of healing symptoms, and the biggest one was my lymph node here completely slowed it.
It sure did.
So I actually looked like I had a second face.
I would say a whole second head.
Second head. A whole second head. And it was pretty painful.
Yeah.
But when it had gone down, I felt better, I felt clarity, I felt my creativity returning to me, a sense of love, empowerment, and energy.
Was the process difficult for you?
Incredibly difficult when it got to that point. Before then there was a lot of emotional release, but it wasn't, it was a nice release. I was enjoying having these feelings come to the surface.
And I think you were aware that that was a likely possibility.
Yeah.
You were actually even welcoming that.
I was, because there was a lot of confusion, and I've got complete clarity with my emotions now.
Okay. But the physical stuff, that was difficult.
It was really challenging, and there were points where my ego wanted to quit, but there was a part of me that knew I really didn't want to. And in those moments, Lauren, was so much support and encouragement.
Well, that's why we have duct tape.
Yeah, he tortured me into compliance.
The fact is, hopefully I supported you in making the choice that really was best for you.
Completely, and I was so grateful and so thankful, because I would have quit if I hadn't have been here and had that support, and it wasn't what I truly wanted.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful for where I am now.
Well, terrific. So the physical symptoms significantly shifted for you.
Yes, very much so.
Your skin, let's talk about your skin for a moment. Now, you came in, your skin looked good, but that didn't last very long, did it?
Oh my gosh, I had such bad, as Americans call it acne, as English people call it spots. My whole face broke out, but after about 10 days, my skin was drastically clearer, and now I have to say it looks a lot nicer, a lot younger and clearer than when I came here. So it was worth looking very spotty for a little while.
You also mentioned at one point you came in with glasses.
Yes.
You haven't worn your glasses much for the last 5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
What's happened with your eyesight since then?
Yeah, my eyesight is definitely improved, and I've got quite bad vision, and I couldn't see, for instance, talking to your eyes.
Right.
When you were sat just quite a couple of meters away, and now I can.
Yeah.
And that's amazing because I had some doubts.
In fact, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you found that your glasses are now too strong for you.
My glasses make my vision blurry as well. So
you'll go home and get a weaker prescription.
Definitely.
Yeah, good for you. That's wonderful. Any other significant shifts that you've noticed?
Mental, physical, a greater sense of love for the entire universe, and a strength and a knowledge that there aren't any limits except the limits we tell ourselves.
Awesome. Good for you.
And I've learned these things with a lot of Lauren's help.
We talked about why you decided to fast. What was going on for you? You didn't have much faith or confidence in medicine. You hadn't had any success with everything you tried.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to come to Tanglewood?
Well, I wanted to be in an environment where I felt like I could definitely achieve what I wanted to achieve, which was healing through fasting.
Okay. But there are other places you could go and do that, aren't there?
There is one place which is very expensive and I could not afford. And I also don't feel that there's such a sense of love emanating from that place. And I felt a lot more of that here. It's beautiful here.
Okay.
Extremely beautiful. And when you fast, environment is a very important factor for me, because you can grow very weak, and to be in an environment of complete rest is so healing.
Yeah.
Fasting when brushing around isn't quite the same.
Okay. Now, lately there have been people out there suggesting that fasting is a scam. Crazy that people are paying to do something they could do on their own.
Yeah.
What would you say to that?
Well, I'd say that this does cost money, but the fact is I've got my entire life back, and I was living a half-life, and I couldn't do this on my own because I've tried.
Yeah. Not very many people do it successfully.
No, and I think when you take into consideration what you get out of this experience, people who are suffering can relate to this better than people who are in good health.
Yeah.
But when you've truly suffered, you understand how much it means to be healthy. Yeah. And it's worth this money, for sure.
Is there anything else you'd like to share about your experience here?
The people are incredibly beautiful. I've met so many inspiring people, and it's been blissful, and I have no complaints. The food's great. The fruit is delicious. I think it's been perfect, and I'm just very grateful.
Well, that's wonderful. Bethany, it's been a wonderful pleasure having you here. I'm continually blown. I have to keep reminding myself, I don't, but I keep remembering that you're 19 years old, and I'm blown away and by your presence and consciousness, and it's been really a pleasure getting to know you.
Thank you so much. You too.
I'll look forward to seeing you again soon.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.